that you were here. For those of you just now tuning in, my name is CarmelOP, and welcome back to Blood West Dead Man's Promise. I'm actually low on health because I've missed so many shots with this voodoo weapon. I'm just going to do this to get some health back. Or not. Come on, stand still for me. There we go. Did he have any ammo on him? Probably not, no. But I just do it because, like, I can't back-to-back review. I cannot do it. Like, I did it for like Blood West, Sticks, the Stick series of Orcs and Men. Like, those were all back-to-back. And, you know, cool, I got it all out, but at the same time, like, I wasn't really enjoying it and I was burning myself out. So, like, if I just take my time and I'm selective with when I review stuff, or at least like give myself a little bit of a break. You know, I can at least not get burned out by it. And then also, let's see, if you want this to be your job, yes, sacrifices need to be done. A relevance chaser you'll need to be. Just don't do back-to-back. Have a break between. I'm not going to ban you, bro. Oh, I missed that shard. Damn it, I was down here once already. But I also think, like, so here's the thing, right? Like, my best videos were not games that were recent, right? Of Orcs and Men came out like almost 10 years ago. I think maybe 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, maybe. Another Crab's Treasure came out way earlier this year. The Dishonored series has already been out like a hot minute, right? So, like, I don't feel like I need to chase relevance. I really don't feel like I need to. I feel like I need to be a bit either more selective or choose better games to review. But, like, that's another thing about, like, the games I choose to review, right? Because, like I don't know about you, but, like, you know, my fucking mom raised me, you know, just me and her for, like, it was just me and her for a long fucking time, right? And like, I remember being a kid asking mom, you know, like, Mom, can I have this, you know, new video game, whatever it may be, you know, begging her. You know, Mom fucking worked all the goddamn time, you know, and it's not like she had, like, the best job in the world. You know, bills were paid, I was fed. But asking for a video game and not liking it, you know, that was like the worst feeling in the world. To ask for money from my mom, who, you know, probably didn't have much in the first place, and then asking her, you know, hey, can I have this game, and not liking it. So, like, there's parts of me that want to review new games because I can tell people, like, hey, this game's really not that good, or at least it's not pushing any boundaries of any kind. But also I can go back and review older games that may or may not be good, and maybe get people to play them. I'm not sure what the answer is. Have you ever done a review within, I don't know, let's say 3 months of being new, or even sooner? That's not a fair comparison otherwise. Blood West, I think Blood West was actually. I genuinely think Blood West was within 3 months. Yeah, Blood West was within 3 months. That review came out in January or February of 24. The game released in December 5th, 2023. It released in the early access. Let me be clear about that. And then, what other fucking games? Let's see here. Another Crab's Treasure was a little bit longer after it had released. Filcher was a little bit after it released. Was it Corn Kid 64? That was more recent that I reviewed. That game was a piece of shit. It was a design flaw that killed me. And that was boring. Corn Kid 64. No, that one was past 3 months. Actually, what other games have I reviewed? And that might be a good point, though. That might actually be an excellent point. Shadowrun was forever ago. Shadows of Doubt, but that's let's see. Yeah, actually, hold on. Here we go. Blood West, Still Wakes the Deep. That was a piece of shit. And Shadows of Doubt, and that's a piece of shit because it's broken on a technical level because it doesn't function. So 3 games that were released within 3 months of each other. Still Wakes the Deep and Shadows of Doubt. I played those on release day, and yeah, I like Shadows of Doubt. It has a lot of potential, but the developer just, you know, screwed the pooch on that one. That was really it. But part of me like wants to like maybe do older games. I'm not sure, because like part of it's like, you know, if I play like old, or if I review older games, like safe games to review, like the Dishonored series, like the fans will find me easily find me, right? And like that's guaranteed views, but like that's not what I'm about. Like I don't want to just review what everybody else has to. I don't know. I was doing Stalker, but then now I'm soft locked. But they just released a massive patch today that fixes a ton of shit. So that might be back on the schedule to do. But then I have to do that. I gotta finish this. I have to do that. And like, man, I don't even know what I'm going to say during that review. I'm honestly scared to do that review because the game is like there's pretending that the bugs don't exist, right? Like let's pretend the bugs didn't exist in Stalker. Like that game is it's so niche and only certain people will really enjoy it. That's like, I'm not even making a review for your average person, it feels like, you know, because the average person will pick it up and maybe like it, maybe not. That and like games that are like day one Game Pass and shit like that, that really hurts videos. Okay, I'm not fucking around with the voodoo doll on this guy. That was one thing I noticed with,
what was that?
What fucking game was it? What game? I think it was Still Wakes the Deep. It was a day one Game Pass game. And because people had such easy access to it, they didn't have to buy it. They didn't need to watch a review. They just played it, you know? Because they're already paying for Game Pass, so they don't really need to, Okay, I'm gonna fuck this up a bit. Fuck, no. Okay, shoot. But like that's another thing too, is like, if I review a game or choose to review a game and it's on Game Pass, like I'm kind of wasting my time in a way, because you can just go play it if you have Game Pass, or like day one PlayStation Plus exclusive or whatever the fuck. So like I'm already at a disadvantage. There's so much to consider. And then part of me just like wants to say fuck it and just, you know, review games that I know will do well, but at the same time, it's like, what's the fucking point? I'm only reviewing games that I know are good, then like, because like part of the thing that I'm doing too, right, is like, I've played games since I was a fucking kid, right? I've played goddamn near every genre, and I've experienced damn near every story that there could possibly be that you could write into a video game, right? And so like what shocks me is that there's still like game design flaws that people are making. The best the best example of that would be like Corn Kid 64. Like towards the end of the game, you have to be a certain level in order to beat the game, even though the game really isn't based around your player level. Yeah, I removed it because it only worked sometimes. Oh, whoops. Okay, why is this dude not fucking dying? Oh, I'm hitting his shell, that's why. Flashbang didn't work all the time, and I felt bad for people wasting their channel points on it. That's why I removed flashbang, because some people come in here and try to use it and it wouldn't fire, like it wouldn't go off. And then, you know, like I can't refund those points. I absolutely would if I could. Absolutely, but I can't. So it's like, you know. Okay, so. We're actually running low on ammo. Maybe if I didn't miss like a fucking idiot. But yeah, the point of the channel is to, and going back to like, you know, my mom buying me video games when I was a kid, right? Like as a kid, back then, you went in completely blind on games, right? Completely. And like, I feel like some people still do that, you know? Like, I feel like, and that's the thing with like reviewers, right? You get a taste for like what they like, what they don't like, what they expect, what they're okay with letting slide by, right? And then like you find, you know, a reviewer that you like their opinions of, and you see where they're coming from, and then you kind of, you know, may or may not agree with what they have to say.
An oddity. I like oddities.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited before I came down here. Fucking. It's the fact that these things are deadly at a range and deadly close up. That's why I don't like these. Come on, dude. Fucking die.
6 feet under.
But yeah, going back to, it's like, you know, back then, you just randomly bought a game and then hoped that it was good. And then if it wasn't, you know, eat shit. And that, and like with like, you know, me playing games since I was a kid. And I imagine most people who are making games now are in the same boat. You know, they've played games since they were a kid. They remember playing Mario 64, blah, 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 right? Like, I think that's most people. And, god damn it, I'm trying to make a point here. But I think that's most people. And when you look at it, when you're making a game with somebody who's played games their entire life, there should be things that you just don't do, right? And like, sometimes I play video games and like, they're still like making mistakes in a way. Or not even making mistakes. Like, yeah, making mistakes, I guess. Or like, maybe they don't play all the video games or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Like, I use Corn Kid 64 as an example because that game has a leveling system that doesn't really need a leveling system. Maybe better map exploration than what it has, and then it would be competent. And maybe a better move set. Because people like are fucking arguing with me on that video review. And especially the short or the quick review that I put out, and like they just don't fucking get it. And like I've learned that too. Like I've learned that you run into people who will not accept the fact that they're wrong. You know, I can take like, oh, hey, I was wrong about something, you know, because I've been wrong about shit, you know, that I've reviewed 100%. But then there's some people who like will vehemently defend a title because it's their favorite game ever or something like that, you know? Like, that's just it. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, do we have... No, we're still missing one, huh? No, we're still missing one. Oh, where the fuck did I lose it at? Unless there's one more floor down below. There is. Okay, fantastic. But yeah, that's something I've learned since I've started reviewing games, is that like, I kind of had a concept of it, right? Of like people being just like huge fans of like certain properties and stuff. But man, like there's some people who will defend a piece of dog shit if they like it that much. If it's just chunky enough, they will defend a piece of dog shit. And I'm not crazy for saying that. It's in the comments of my videos. It's fucking wild.
Disturbed.
Okay, so we're looking for this last goddamn shard, wherever it may be. And it's dark down here, so I'm kind of worried about just running into somewhere. Because of people like that existing. Okay, he's dead. I cannot see shit down here. I think this is supposed to be the last area. I'm not even on the map anymore, I don't think. But that was like a, oh, whoops, that was a misclick. That was like a wake-up call, right? Oh god damn it, that did so much fucking damage to me. I'm just using whatever I have on hand to heal. Do I not have a health potion? I thought I picked one up. Unless I used it already. I think I used it already. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. No, fuck. No! God damn it. I gotta go all the way back down. Son of a bitch.
Don't count me out yet.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It gives me opportunity to buy some more ammo. And I can actually sell some shit I don't want. You can actually take that spot. Gold nugget, golden nugget. I don't want that pistol anymore. I kind of don't want this blow dart anymore. I'm not even using it. This goes back to the fact that the thing I pointed out way before was that you're not really incentivized to play stealthily almost. Kind of wild to say, but it's kind of true. It's like, yeah, you can play stealthily, but like you're not really benefiting too much. Might as well buy all the ammo at this point.
I hope you're not.
Go ahead and buy this from her. Why not some ammo? Purple potion. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that trinket prevents anybody from respawning, period. So that's really good for me. So let's go ahead and throw this. So that's kind of nice in a way, but like I wonder if they really wanted that or if that was like a player feedback thing for enemies not to respawn. I mean, at least it's an item, I guess, and it's not like shit, I need to go south. And it's not like a normal thing, like you have to earn it in a way. I'm trying to think of the times we disagreed on games so we can have a fun argument, but I can't really remember much. I think Fallout 4 you seem unimpressed by calling it too silly. I played it so much it's nearly a masterpiece. It's silly when I was so like, yeah, when we talked about that, we were talking about it. Well, I'm going to die again here, aren't I? Son of a bitch. Maybe. Compared to Stalker, right? That's what we were talking, or at least what I was. Oh, okay, you know what? Oh, whatever. I'm not even mad. Not even mad. I just ran out there like an idiot. I deserve that death. Not even mad. But
Not ready for me.
let's see here. I played it so much it's nearly a masterpiece. I would say 9 out of 10. You're allowed to have that opinion 100%, but I was comparing it to Stalker 2, where Stalker 2 is more of a realistic setting where just silly stuff doesn't exist, right? And I like the silly stuff in Fallout 4. 100%. Like, I like the silly stuff in the Fallout universe. You know, that's what makes it unique. A fucking a dog, or like what was it, a robotic dog with a brain on it. You know, like, cool. Silly, but it's cool nonetheless. It's just not as serious as, say, Stalker. Which I'm still on the fence about if I really want to do that review or not, because it's... I don't know. Did we disagree on Dishonored 2? I don't know if we did or not. I think Dishonored's great, you know, especially for its time, and it's kind of a good, it's a good... Is this elevator coming? Yes. It's a good reference point for, like, player freedom and player agency, right? Because, I mean, it still holds up today. It still holds up. Maybe not Death of the Outsider, but Dishonored 1 and 2 are still fantastic games. Like, you can't, like, I don't think you can find a single person today who would say, oh, hey, Dishonored wasn't that great or anything. Like, right, there's like video games that exist that, like, they come out and nobody fucking likes them, right? And then you give it 2 or 3 years and, like, people are like, you know what? Just people overlooked that game. It wasn't so bad. And then you give it another 2 or 3, 4 more years, and it's like, actually, that game was just great for its time. You know, just people just didn't like it for whatever reason. You know, like, that's a lot of games, right? That's not Dishonored. The Dishonored series were good the day they came out and are still great. And they're still, like, a game developer should look at when they try to make things on their own. Jak and Daxter is a product of its time. I love Jak and Daxter's series. I loved it. Loved it when I was a kid. I like it now because of the nostalgia factor, I believe. But you can't do platforming nowadays. I don't think you can unless you really, really, really make it fun and engaging. A Hat in Time was a great platformer. I enjoyed the fuck out of that game. Ukulele was a platformer for a new generation of Banjo-Kazooie fans. I said that when I first played it back when it came out, because a lot of people, rightfully so, compared it to Banjo-Kazooie, and I felt that that was unfair because it's not made for that audience. It's made for a new audience. And I don't understand why they're making a Yuka Replay-E. Like, they're making like a remake of it. Like, that makes zero goddamn sense to me. Come on, I don't want to die again. Let me back up. I cannot see shit. Okay, I think I got him. But once an age passes, right? Once you've explored every possibility, every possible thing you can do with a genre, whether it be platformer, first-person shooter, arcade racer, or simulation racing, whatever, you know, there's only so much you can do in those spaces. And then once you've ran out of ideas, you just run out of ideas. Like, how many fucking gray and brown 7th console edition FPSs exist? Like, fucking how many of them that do the exact same thing? Oh, and this one you can slow down or rewind time. Oh, in this first-person or third-person shooter, you can raise or lower the ground. Oh, in this one, you can take drugs that enhance your abilities. Like, you know, like, how many of those games explore all of the areas where there's nothing else to explore? And I feel like that platformers are at that stage in a way where, like, there's nothing left to try. Hey, can I stop taking damage from this fucking cloud shit? I mean, I guess I am walking into it, but it feels like it's everywhere. But so I was actually thinking about that, and I think they should never touch the series again. As much as I love the series, and I genuinely love that series, I hope they never fucking touch it again, because they will ruin it. Because it won't be a platformer. It won't It will be something else. It'll be whatever the fuck they decide to do with it. It will not be what it is. Crash Bandicoot's lucky right now. They are so lucky that they're keeping kind of the essence of Crash Bandicoot. But I do not trust anybody else to not do that. And that's genuinely it. Same thing with Ratchet and Clank, but Ratchet and Clank is kind of an easy game to kind of replicate because it's real, you know, it's very action-y and stuff. But if you look at Jak and Daxter, a lot of it was the platforming and maybe the world they created. But like, I feel like they just kind of ended the story with 3. There's really not much else you could do with it, unfortunately. Because, I mean, what else can you do? You know that Jack's Mar. You know there's some time travel shenanigans. Where do you even base a new Jak and Daxter? What period of time do you base it in? Do you make a prequel to Jak and Daxter, Precursor Legacy? Or do you, like, what do you do? You know? Because, like, some game, like, I don't like the idea of, like, some things going so far into the future, right? Like, what was it? Avatar, The Legend of Korra? Like, I think I saw that, like, they had vehicles or some shit in it, and, like, I mentally checked out because, like, it almost doesn't fit the theme, right? And, like, Jak and Daxter does have cars in it. You know, you have racing in it, you have hoverboards and stuff. But then you do The Lost Frontier, and there's, like, not spaceships, but airships. And, okay, I ate that on accident. I don't know why I walked right into that. Fuck. But, like, how high, like, do you go hyper realistic or do you go cartoony? I vote they go cartoony. That's one thing. Like, Ratchet and Clank has done really well just staying cartoony and staying in their aesthetic area. And, like, just, it's like Jak and Daxter are so tempting to humanize them or make the graphics realistic because they are humanoids in a way. That's why they didn't. I think it was mainly because they couldn't get Jak to look good in PS3 graphics. But that's weird because Ratchet and Clank didn't have much issues. Some characters did look odd, but got used to it pretty quick though. So I know, or at least I think I remember watching either a documentary or like a video documentary or something on YouTube or somewhere. And they were talking about the development of Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3. And essentially it was them, I think it was Hideo Kojima. He's pretty much saying that working with the PS3 was a nightmare for development. I don't remember why. I just remember them saying it was very difficult for them to do. And it was not only them, it was a lot of other game developers just having a hard fucking time working with the PS3. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember if that's like a false memory or like fucking what. But I want to say I did see that, but I can't remember where I saw it at. Like I don't know. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure you could probably, like, I hate telling you, just go look it up because I don't know what you're looking up, you know? But it was like a dev, it wasn't a dev diary. But, I just remember seeing a video. It might not have been Hideo Kojima. It could have been easily anybody else. It could have easily not been Metal Gear Solid 4, right? Bone Doll. I just remember them saying it was a pain in the ass to work with. I don't remember who said that, but I'm 100% confident somebody said that in some form of documentary somewhere. I don't know if it was the console itself that was hard to work with or what. Oh shit, there's a lot of people up here. I was not ready for all that. Okay, maybe I don't have any health items. Yeah, I'm gonna run pretty... I mean, it kind of doesn't matter if I die, though, right? I don't think it really does, because I can just... Like, all the... Oh, God, that's right fucking behind me. Fuck you, bitch. I can sell that for a good chunk of change. But yeah, it was something. It was something with the PS3. For those of you watching live, it was greatly appreciated that you were here.